Is Sally, and today we are going to be building a lead magnet funnel in I'm going to try and get it in 60 minutes, but we'll see how we go. If you want to see how easy it is to capture leads and then some strategies you can do to convert them into a paying client and potentially a raving fan, then hang in today because I'm going to share some really cool easy automation with you that's going to make your life so much simpler. While you're out sharing your message, you can say, hey, would you like this little free gift? If I send you a link, would you like to check it out? So hang on in today as we build a lead magnet funnel in today's session in hopefully less than 60 minutes.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine. Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Strategy with Sally. I am your host, Sally Swags Cousins, and today's episode is brought to you by omnisam.com.au. It is your all-in-one automation genius, little business in a box and staff in a box living on your computer. Now, who out there knows they need to collect leads? Do we know what leads are? Let me know in the chat, wherever you're joining me from. Come on, get out those tippy tap fingers. I have questions for you. Do you know you need to be collecting leads? And what is a lead? Come on, let me know. I can see you typing there in the VIP room and everywhere else. Come on, get those tippy tap fingers out. We're going to educate you today if you're not already educated. All right, we've got one here. Sarah says, our lead are prospective clients. Yes. And thank you, everybody in the VIP room. They had audio issues in the VIP room. I'm not exactly sure if those audio issues were on the live stream, but it's all good. It's all good. So a lead is, yes, a prospective client. Now, there is a different ways to collect leads, and a lead in this day and age is an email address or a phone number. Of course, we want to know at least their first name. That would be good, but it's an email address or a phone number. And the most easiest thing for people to give you is an email address, right? Because less people are likely to give you their phone number if you have not yet met. So and we have lots of different email addresses, right? And when you collect an email address, it allows us to connect with your prospects, you know, the leads that are thinking about joining you. And Maria said a lead is something you put on a dog to take them for a walk. And Sarah would also agree with that, being that she's our in-house dog trainer. So a lead is, let's say, an email address. Now, we're going to put content out there on the internet, right? And you're sharing ebooks or live videos or training or, you know, a multitude of different things. So think about the things that you can give away. Now, these things that you give away are usually a little piece of what it is you do inside your paid product or service. Now, when people want this free piece of content, they don't have to pay you with money, of course, because it's free, but they pay you with an email address. That is what's super important for you to remember is you need to collect an email address. Now, if you're only collecting follows and likes and engagement on social media, you're building your business on shaky ground, because you do not own the social media platforms. So if you spend all your time building likes and follows and not collecting email addresses, if, for instance, Instagram went away, you would lose most of your business connections, right? And we don't want you to do that. Who remembers MySpace? Where did that go? And there were people that just built their business by growing their following and growing their engagement. Another example of this is we did a live event, a live webinar, probably a couple of years ago now, and Facebook went down. Oh my God, like for nearly 24 hours. Who remembers the day that happened? Like the world went crazy. We were running a live event at that stage. Now, if we had only been collecting likes and follows on our social media, we would have no way to connect with these beautiful humans that wanted to come to our event. But the great thing is because we had everybody's emails, Kathy remembers, because we had everybody's emails, what we were able to do was email everybody and say, come on into Zoom, we're running it over here. And most of our participants saw the email and made it over. So it still was a very profitable event, and we weren't relying on other people's like playground, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all the things. So if you are not growing your email list, start now. When you put content out there, think about how could I get that person to give me their email address. Now, there are lots of different ways, but today what we're going to do is build a really basic funnel together. And I'm going to try to get it done fairly quick to show you how easy it will be for you to build. But before we dig into that, I want to talk to you about what makes a really good lead magnet. Just bear with me. I've got some things all over my screen and honestly, I can't see. I did pull up a lead magnet, but what I want you to do is I want you to not create anything new. I want you to think about what do you currently have, and most of us have a lot of content. We're really great at creating content. So this is what I want you to do. Number one, make a list of everything you have. All right, now let's take a minute, get your pen and paper out. We're going to do some GSD time, no matter where you're listening to this. I'm going to give you just 60 seconds, a little bit of GSD, and I want you to make a quick list of stuff you already have that you could give away. So think about, live streams that, might be living out there on the internet, but nobody knows where to find them, right? Or a training that you might have run, an ebook, or even a handout that you've made, or maybe you've put together a presentation and you can give away the presentation. Maybe you've got templates that you use in your business and you're like, this could be really useful for other people. All right, so I'm going to give you 1 minute, and where's my little timer thing here? I should have set up a GSD scene. I have not done so yet, but we're just going to bring a timer up on the screen and we're going to add 1 minute. There it is. It's only little, but we'll make it bigger, and I'll have a GSD screen for you. But here we go. 60 seconds, and I want you to write a list of stuff you already have that people might be interested in that will help them. All right, let's put a little bit of music on for that 40 seconds now.
You interrupt me and I interrupt you. A shame. When did we start losing and stop giving? I remember I gave it time, all of my time. Now my mind's lost in its thoughts. I want you want only you, but my heart's all tied up in knots. Wanna release it, wanna release it, wanna release.
There we go. That was probably more. I'm trying to fix this audio issue, guys, at the same time. All right, so pop in the chat, how many did you come up with? Let me know in the chat, how many ideas did you come up with? Just one from Maria? Yeah, the sound is shocking. All right, so Maria said she got 1. That's all we need, just 1. Kathy's got 6. Excellent, Kathy. Joanne's got 5. Awesome. Now, Sarah also, it took her a while to locate pen and paper, so she got 2. It was only 60 seconds, but we got it. All right, now look at all of those and think, which one do you think would be the most value? And circle it. Simple. Circle it. And I know Maria's like, I only got 1, so think of something else, okay? You can have a few extra seconds. There is stuff. You've done so many live streams, Maria. There will be one of those that something in the center of it is useful information. Something to help people. That's all it is, little help. All right, so now you've chosen what you're going to give away. Now what we need to do is we need to build a funnel. Yes, you could link them to a blog even if you've been blogging. Is there one of your blogs that you like? Now what happens is when you're out there talking to the big wide world and you just keep in the back of your mind, you built a funnel for this thing to capture an email address. When you're talking to people, you use the strategy, who knows this one? If I would you. If I send you a link, would you like to watch it? Would you like to read it? Would you like to listen to it? Okay, so if I would you, because you're not saying, here, take my stuff. You're saying, if I give you this thing, would you like to read it? Which is asking permission. We're not telling them to take our stuff. We're asking them. They're an adult. They can say yes or no. And then you say, okay, cool. If you, here's the link, or scan the QR code, or however you want to send them to that landing page. Or if you do a post on social media, stick a link to the landing page. And on that landing page, we're going to tell them a little bit about the about the giveaway, the free ebook or whatever it is. And then they're going to give us their email address for you to send it to them. All right, so let's move over to the tech. So this is what we're going to do today. We're going to build the funnel together. Now, I've chosen mine. We just talked about it in the team meeting 25 things you should automate in your business. It's a ebook that I did years ago. It's just sitting there in a dead funnel at the moment. It is being advertised, but we want to move it to a new system. So we're going to build a funnel for it. So let's head to the technology. And before we go to tech, I'm going to show you what we're going to build first. And I'm going to give you a little drawing. So if you're listening to this on the podcast, you'll want to hunt down us on YouTube. I did have a scene here so that my co-founders will be here, but they're out at the moment. So it's just me. You've just got me today. All right. So what you want to start with is we're going to begin with a landing page. Okay. And on that landing page, we're going to, put a little picture here of what the freebie is, some benefit statements of why it will help them, and then a little button that will ask them, like a little pop-up will pop up. You don't have to do the pop-up. You could do the form on the page, but the pop-up works better. And then we're going to ask them for their name and their email address. And once they hit the submit button, they go through to a thank you page. And on the thank you page, you could put a little video. And if you don't have time for a video, you could just use some words. Now, this thank you page is usually where everybody will just say, great, go check your email. And that's it. They've sent them the freebie and they think that's it. Now, we have rules when we build funnels. Always build a fast track, always build a slow track, and no dead ends. And no dead ends means that this is a dead end because we're sending them out of the funnel. And when we send them out of the funnel, what we're doing is we're assuming they're going to go and open their email. So what we want to do on this page is we want to give them a little offer. This is one of the most underutilized pages in people's funnels. You get there and there's nothing to do. So what you are going to do is give them an offer. Now, if you run a service-based business, then you will probably ask them to book a call. So when you do that book a call, they'll read about the information here on the thank you page, and then you'll send them through to a calendar page to book their call. Now, if you're an e-commerce business, you might give away a coupon on the front end, and then once they register for the coupon, we would send them off to a particular product. And what I want you to do, I'm just going to come back to you for a second here. When you think about what you put on the thank you page, make sure it is congruent with what you're giving away, right? So if you're giving away like a meditation on the first page, then on the second page, don't talk to them about calendar blocking, right? There's not a great link between what you're offering and what you're giving away on the thank you page. So it needs to feel like the next logical step. Now I have this freebie, now what? So if you're giving away, like us, we're giving away 25 things to automate your business. So what would we offer on the thank you page? It would be like an automation audit. Let us look through your technology and look for holes. Let us tell you some things that you could automate. So what is the next logical step? And if you're in the service-based business and you're going to go to a consult, just make the consult name sound a little bit like the freebie that you're giving away on the first page, like an audit or a discovery session to a mindfulness life or whatever it is. Okay? So make sure it feels like, yeah, I got this, now I need that. All right. Now, once we've done that, what we also need to do is, I'll just come back here. When they opt in for the freebie, we need to send them emails, right? So we'll send them an email when they give us their information, and we will deliver the freebie. Okay, so we give them what they asked for. Now, what I do here is I put a 5-minute delay for the freebie to hit their inbox. Now, the reason for that is if you think about when you get an email, come on, get your tippy tap fingers out. When you get an email, what happens on your phone when you get an email and it pings in? Does a little notification pop up on the top of your phone to let you know you've got an email? Now, if they get that email straight away and they tap it, they're leaving the funnel. So we want a 5-minute delay so they've got time to watch this video on the thank you page. Yes, that's right. And Sarah's just said sometimes there is a distracting sound. Yeah, because a lot of us get that little ping noise when we get that email. So we put a little 5-minute delay and then we deliver the email. Now, we have what we call give, ask, ask. So the first 3 emails is not asking for everything. Now, this is what we would call the slow track, right? The fast track would be, give me your email address here. They give you their email address, they watch the video, they book a call, and then they speak to you, all right? So that would be the fast track, but what if they don't book an appointment? Well, we still want to continue to give value. So then our next email that we send is more love, all right? So our first email is deliver the freebie. The second email is value. We give them more value in the second email. In the third email, we build a bridge. So what we're doing is we're still talking about more value and giving them, more outcomes, more learnings, but we're also mentioning that in the next email, there's going to be something else. So we're building the bridge to whatever the offer was that you gave on the thank you page. So we're just linking that. So when they get the ask email, so the ask email comes, what we're doing in that ask email is we're sending them back to book a call, okay, or purchase the thing. And then the 5th email is what we call scarcity. This is the last chance for that special offer that we gave you on the thank you page. So give is deliver the freebie, give them value, give them more value and build a bridge on the 3rd email. The 4th email, you get your ask into gear and just say, link them between all the value you've given them to whatever it was that you were offering on the thank you page. And then the last email is again asking them to book, but if you don't book, then this is the last chance. Or if you don't buy, this is the last chance for the discount. So add a bit of scarcity in there, right? Maybe you only take on 5 free calls a month. And if they click on that button, if there's no appointments, too bad, so sad. And if there is, they can book an appointment. So adding some kind of scarcity in that email. Now, I also have a few other no dead ends that I'm going to show you, because what if somebody doesn't open this email? I'm going to show you a couple of no dead end options as we build this out together, right? So we've seen the fast path. We all in agreement? Straight to calendar to speak to somebody or straight to sale? The slow path is the emails, and no dead ends I'm going to show you during the build. All right, so I'm just checking my timer. We're 25 minutes in, and this is just an explanation. Now we're actually getting into the building component. So let me head on over to OmniSam and show you. Oh, we don't have our ladies in the room at the moment. We'll just close out those. I'm going to show you how quick and easy you can build this in your OmniSam account. All right, here we go. So when you're in OmniSam, or in your own OmniSam account, the first place you want to come to is Sites. Okay, so in Sites, you will see along the top the word funnel. Make sure you will automatically be on funnel when you get there, and we're going to create a new funnel. Now, you can build from scratch if you want to, But why would we do that when we have thousands of templates to choose from? So we're going to choose, let's build this funnel from a template. So once we click that, it's going to upload the thousands of templates we have. You'll see at the top of the library that we're in the funnel template area. But what we're looking for is a funnel for a specific purpose, which is to collect email addresses. So if you scroll down on the left-hand side under types, you'll see all the different types of funnel templates that we have. And the funnel template that you're going to choose is the free resource or download. So check on that as your types. Now, all we're looking for here is a template that you like the look of. Okay, don't worry what the words say. The functionality of the templates will all work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a template that I really like the look of that's going to make this more simple for me. I think, well, it's got purple in it, so how can you not go past purple, right? But I'm going to click on the little eye to make sure that I like this template first. And you'll see you got some images here. You can actually scroll down and see what it looks like. And you may not use all of these things, right? This definitely, the one I've chosen here is about posting a job, which we're not going to do, right? And you don't have to use everything that's in this template. I'm going to show you the best what to have in the template, in your design, but we can delete this. But look, I'm just going to choose this one to keep it super simple and then show you how easy it is to make it a better converting page for you. So let's click continue. And now what it's going to do is it's going to make the pages that we need. So I'm just letting it do its thing. This one looks like it's got 4 pages in it. This is just really a starting point, all right? So we'll just let it do its thing. It's going to do its magic. And it's loading. I really want to change that little loading thing to an Omnisan running across the screen or something. All right, here we go. Now we're in the builder. So we're going to begin with the actual opt-in landing page. Now, I'm going to begin at the top here. If any of you have this major section at the top where you can put your logo and you've got it looks like a website with about and features and downloads, we don't want that. All right, because this is a lead magnet funnel. On your lead magnet funnel, you only want them to be able to do one thing, which is give you their email address. If we let them go to the about page, features, testimonials, and all the things, they're just going to start clicking around and get lost and never give you their email address. So if you have this section at the top that looks like, a website header, I want you to delete it. Now, in this builder, it's made up of sort of 3 major things, right? It's the outside area, which is what's called a section, okay? And then inside the section, you have how many rows you want. So if you look at the words, when I hover over this area, you'll see that this purple one on the outside says section. And as I move my mouse in slowly, I see a row. So it's only 1 column across. Like if it was 2 columns, there'd be 2 columns. And then when I move my mouse in a bit further, you'll see first column and then the block. What type of design is in there? So this is a navigation menu. I'll give you another look just down the side here. Under the page, you'll see there's the page. This is the header section. When I clicked on it, you see it got highlighted. And then inside of that section, we've got 1 column row. And then inside the row, you've got a navigation bar. All right, so this is just so you understand the breakdown of how to design a landing page. I'll just move into this one so you can see the difference. So this one, if I click on the section here, you'll see it's this section over here. If we click inside it, you'll see it's 2 columns. So see it's this one over here and this one over there, right? See there's 2 columns. And then inside the column, if we move our mouse around, you can see all the different types of blocks that are in there. So the top one says it's a divider. The next one down here says it's a headline. The next one down here says it's a paragraph. This one is a button, and this one is another button. So if we then look inside of this section, you'll see 2 columns, and there's an image on this one over here. And on the first column, there's that divider, headline, paragraph, button, and button. Make sense? So what you're doing is you're building a landing page from a section. Then you say, how do I want to divide that section up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns? And then inside of that, what do I want to put in? And then this is where we choose any of these elements to go into each of the sections. And there's lots of different types of elements: headlines, paragraph, bullet points, video, blog posts, images, FAQs, surveys, calendars. There's lots of things that the elements that you can put inside each of the sections. All right. So looking at the one we're looking at, the first thing I want to do is this top one. Like I said, I don't want it, so I'm going to delete it. All right, so just hover over the outer section. If I hover here and I just delete that, it's only going to get rid of the navigation. So I want to get to the whole section. So when the whole section is highlighted, then we can move up to, oops, because I deleted that element. We can get to that whole section. Now we just have one, right? Awesome. All right. Now let's start from the top section, and this is what I want you to put in the top section. I want it to be like a hook. And the hook will be like, are you struggling to XYZ? Is XYZ holding you back? Or how to get from ABC to 1, 2, 3. So it's whatever your freebie is, what's a hook to show them what's the outcome that they will get from getting the download. So for me, this one is struggling to keep up with all the jobs you have to run in your business, because it's about automating, right? So I'm keeping that as my header. And the cool thing about this, which I love so much better than Kajabi, is I can choose how big or small I want it to be by dragging the columns in the middle. And also, once you have each of these sections, if I click through each of these, elements, you'll see that the design section pops up on the right-hand side. And every element has different design elements. So a paragraph element, right, you can name what you call this, which could be, your hook. You don't have to name it. What background color you want to put in it. Do you want it to be opaque? What's the letter spacing, normal or bigger, right? I'm just going to keep it at normal. Then here, the font size. So that's too big, so we can use the slider and make it smaller. And you can go through and play with all of these to see what they all do, but they all just change stuff inside of that element. Okay? So then down here again, this is where you can start adding colors to your typography if you want to. And then these are great because this lets you know the margins and the padding. So say I don't want that so close to the edge, I could make the margin wider. See, and it pushes it across. But I'm just going to leave it where it is. Keep it super simple. Just stick as much with the template you get as possible so we can get it out there, right? Even if the branding's not right, guess what? If they don't know you, they don't know the branding's not right. They're there just for the freebie. So don't get hung up on making sure everything looks amazingly beautiful. Because at the end of the day, the goal is to help them with the freebie and then get them into your funnel by getting their email address. So we can start loving on those guys. Now, once we have the hook, then what we do is I want you to think about 3 to 4 different benefits that your freebie will help them with. So a benefit statement is something that affects them usually emotionally or gives them back time or money. So I, just to save time, have just a couple here. And now this element, you see it's a paragraph element, but I actually want bullet points in this element. So I'm going to go into my design, add an element. I'm going to look for bullet points. I'm going to pull bullet points in and just drop it in there. And now I'm going to paste in my bullet points and just clean it up because it hasn't come in how I wanted. So my first one is, my benefit statement is discover 25 tips to gain more time in your day so that, and this is a great way to find your benefit statement, the word so you can, so that you can spend more time with your clients and enjoy life. Okay, the second one is remove the overwhelm of not knowing what to do and where to start. So that's especially relevant if people are trying to automate and they don't know what to do. Next one, know which systems to put in place to nurture your clients and make them feel heard, actually feel heard, feel loved, seen and appreciated. Right, that sort of matches more with my brand, and I've got to spell right, appreciated. Oh, not SD. And then another great benefit of automation is always be front of mind when your potential customer is ready to buy. So now I have my 3 to 4 benefit statements. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix all the colors. So remember how we changed the design section? We've got to come over into this panel and let's have a look. We don't want to change the background color. The size is okay for this point in time. I'm going to change it to white so that it stands out, right? I'm also going to bold some of these words, which are to highlight the benefits a bit more. So gain more time, that's a big benefit. I'm going to make that bold. Now you can see when I change it bold, it turns to black because over here in the design section, it says when it's bold, it's black. So let's turn this to our blue. Okay, so our branding blue. Then in the next one, and then so you can spend more time helping clients. That's a really good benefit statement. More time helping your clients. I'm going to bold that. And enjoy life is another amazing benefit from automation. And I'm going to bold that. Remove the overwhelm. That's a fabulous one. We're going to bold that. Which systems to use. And lots of people don't know. You don't know which systems to put in place. We're going to bold that. And then be front of mind. And this is super important for marketing. You know, that's why we do marketing. So people always remember us. You know, they may not be ready now to buy, but they'll be ready later. All right. So I don't need this one here, so I'm going to delete it. Okay. I want one button, but I don't want two, so I'm going to delete this. So now I've got my one button and we have an image over here. Now, I do want an image of my freebie. You can make up any image you like, but what I'm going to do is I already have an image. So when I come down and click on image, in the left-hand side, when you do the design panel, you'll see image options. And in here is where we're going to upload our image and it'll access our media library. Now, if you don't have the image you want, you'll just need to upload it, which I don't have it in there at the moment. I'm going to upload my 25 things graphic, which is our ebook. So that's just uploaded here. I'm going to double click on it. And now my ebook is on the landing page. Yay. Awesome. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to put in some testimonials if you have them, okay? So this section here for me, I don't need this, so I'm going to get rid of this whole section. Let's start deleting things out of here. Delete. All right, and I don't need this whole element here or this whole section. There we go. All right, so now we've got the first section done, which is our benefit statement and our button. Now on our button, we've got to pick its color. Now ours is green, right? And that is not our green. So here's the thing. If your branding colors is not in the design palette, you can add them. So the way in which you add them is if you look down here, it says didn't find your color, add a custom one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Canva because this is where I keep all of my branding. And then in Canva, I'm going to go to my brand kit. We'll scroll past all the clients' branding. And this is our brand kit for OmniSam. And I'm going to grab my color code for green. And I'm going to click here, did not find your custom color. And I'm going to write OmniSam green. You don't have to name it, guys. I just did. Paste in the hex code. And then just click add color. And while we're here, well, let's just add the rest, right? So let's get our OmniSam blue. So add color, OmniSam blue, paste, add color. Then let's grab our typography color. So this is actually, we don't use black. We use a really dark purple for our typography if we're doing the dark colored typography. So OmniSam dark purple. And paste and add color. And then finally, our purple color, because our three main colors, this is our primary color, this is our secondary color, and this is our tertiary color. When you're setting up a business in the box with us, this becomes more relevant as well of knowing what your primaries and secondaries are. But for today, let's keep it super simple. And again, OmniSam purple. Like I said, you don't have to name them. And then click add color. Now, as I'm designing, it's going to be so much easier because all my buttons are always green, okay? And now on here, what would you say on the button? Download, right? That's it. Or yes, I want it, right? So you can add like an action statement in here, like give it to me now. Yes, I want it. All right, so we're going to do that. Down the bottom in a button, it says text options. We're going to do yes, I want it now. And then under it, I'm ready to save time with automation. So there's another little kind of statement under there. Awesome. Okay, I just want to come back up here because I just noticed in the design, I got these little ticks and they're all in black and they look ugly. So let's click in there and there'll be a design element along here that allows us to choose what the icon is. So our icon, let's have a look. Maybe we click in here. There's loads to pick from. We can choose a check mark and let's go with the round check mark. And let's make our, where is it? Text, underline, icon color. Let's make that, I mean, I'm going a bit over the board, over top. We're not going to make it green because that looks horrible. We're going to make it white. Okay, excellent. I don't like the spacing between these words either. I think it definitely could be better. So I'm going to increase the spacing. No, oops, not that one. Which one is it? I think it's under advanced. Line height. So it's under advanced. Don't forget in your design panel too, there may be additional things you can click on. So in a bullet point one, there's general, animation, and advanced. And under advanced, it's going to choose my line height. So I just want them to be spread out a bit more. I just don't like them that close. White space in designing is just as important as, or actually let's make it 1.2 and put a little space between each of the dot points like that. Awesome. All right. So that's looking pretty cool, right? I'm seeing lots of head nods in the thing. Yeah, doing all right. Yeah. All right. So now we've got the first section done. To be honest, you could totally leave it there, right? That's it. You don't need anything else because at the end of the day, this is what they've come for. And, you know, most of these actually convert better than the long pages. But if you want to create a long page, I'll tell you some of the other sections that we build underneath. A testimonial section, so you can add in some images of testimonials in. And then another 2 sections is this is for you if, and this is not for you if. So let's create a this is for you if, and this is not for you if section. So as you can see here, we've got which section can we use that will make that design look good? I think I'm going to get rid of this section here. And I don't need this section here. Come on out. And no, that's not going to work. And this could work. So we could have a this is for you if here, and then opposite this is for you if. You could do that, right? Or you could just have two columns side by side. So I'm going to keep it super simple so I don't have to go and find images. I'm actually going to delete this here, and I'm going to bring this one up. So I'm going to bring the stuff underneath up. Oops, enough. I've got to make another column. So if we go, so the purple one is the columns. So I need to duplicate the purple one so I get another column. Not the blue one, the purple one. There we go. So now we've got two columns. All right. So this is for you if. So that'll be probably right down here somewhere for now. All right. So this is for you if. This is for you if. Dot, dot, dot. Right. I'm going to get rid of this one. 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 Actually, you know what? That might look good because we could put little images in here for this is for you if, right? So it is an image. We will look for some images soon. All right, so this is for you if, and then I'm going to duplicate that little guy. I'm going to delete everything in this column. So just delete. All right, delete all these little orange ones. Keep that. All right, and then we're going to drag that one over so it's exactly the same. This is not for you if dot, dot, dot. Okay, now the first one, we're going to create a list of 3 to 4. So I have a list already, and you know what, to make this super simple again, we might actually just use the bullet points so I don't have to look for an image. So I'm going to pull in the bullet point element. I'm going to drop it in there. I'm going to paste in my text. This is for you if you feel like you're wearing all the hats. This is for you if you are growth orientated. This is for you if you're struggling to reach 6 figures, but you are determined to do it no matter what it takes. And this is for you if you don't make excuses because you're an action taker. So these are the people we want to get our freebie. And now the next one is, and if you've got an ICA, so an ideal client avatar, for example, say we want to attract coaches and course creators, you could put that in there too. So you could put in your ICAs to make sure that you're getting the right types of people opting in for your freebie as well. So who are you trying to attract? Who's your ideal client avatar? All right. So that would be your first line. So this is for you if you are a coach, a consultant, or a course creator. This is for you if you're wearing all the hats. This is for you if you're growth orientated. This is for you if you're struggling to reach 6 figures and you're determined to do it no matter what. And this is for you if you don't make excuses and you're an action taker. So again, we're highlighting in bold the main words we want them to see. Now we've got that, let's go and choose our little tick. Now, because we use the circle tick above, we're just going to put in the checkbox here. We're going to look for the circle tick, and this time we're going to use our brand color, which is blue for the icon. And did I choose? No, I choose italic text. Come on, we've got to find the icon one. Sally, icon. Read the words, icon. Read the words. Soon my brain will know where things are in the right way. I'm still building my muscle memory. And then this is for you. This is not for you if. What we're going to do is we're going to grab this guy. We're going to duplicate it. Right, we're going to pull it over and put it under this is not for you if. And we're going to bring in our not for you statements. So in here, these are our not for you statements. So this is not for you if you blame others for not being successful. This is not for you if you haven't sold at least 3 or helped 3 people with the thing that you sell. So they've got to be making money. This is not for you if you're not willing to spend time and put the work in. And this is not for you if you try to work on your business on a shoestring budget. And this is not for you if you are problem orientated and not solution driven. All right. Now, we don't want to put ticks on this one, right? That just doesn't make sense. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up here and in the icon, we're going to search for a cross. And hopefully there's a cross in a circle. Yes, there is. Look at that. All right. So we're going to make this one, we're going to leave it like that. Now there's a spacing issue here because there's a divider in there. Let's delete that divider. And there's also an alignment problem here. What's going on there? All right, it might be, let's check. Yeah, okay. So the alignment issue is this cell here has a margin. See a padding at the top. So we're just going to get rid of that padding. And then we'll check this one as well. This one's probably got some padding. No, it's got underneath padding. What has this one got? So this one's got, where is it? 10 padding. 10 padding, vertical center default. And this one has vertical center default. There's a reason why they're not lining up at the top, and I'm going to figure that out. 10, there's 10 underneath, but that's not going to make any difference there. 10, 10, 10, that's not going to make any difference there. If you're in the room, Christy, do you have an idea why is the padding doing what it is? That's still not fixing that one. Padding, 10, 10, 10, padding, or maybe there's padding on these ones that's pushing them down. This one's got 20, this one's got 20, so they're both the same. An alignment, vertical alignment. Default position, start. Nope. In the right. There is a way. There is a way. Let's do this. There's a reason why these two are not lining up, and I'm going to figure it out. This one has, 20, 20. This one has 10, 0. I reckon it's a top alignment. Let's see, vertical, horizontal. Nope, not that one. There we go. Left alignment pushes it to the top. So we're going to do it on this one as well. Left alignment. And now everything should be aligned. That they look even Steven now. Awesome. All right. Oh, not quite. There's a spacer in here. And there's no spacer in that one either. All right. Cool. And we don't need any buttons here. And then the last thing we do on the bottom of the page is we always make sure there is a button. So if they scroll to the bottom, the final thing they see is an action item. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete all of these just so that it goes straight to the last thing. So honestly, we only need 3 major sections unless, of course, you're putting in testimonials. So you'll also have a testimonial section. But we really just need the one at the top. That could be it, and you would be done. All right, so we're going to delete all of these, delete all of these, delete this whole section. All right, cool. So now, final bit at the bottom is download your 25 things you should automate. So that's what we want them to do. A statement of what we want them to do along here. And then a button. That's it. right? You could put a little bit of copy, like get it now, in under the statement of what they're getting. So get this copy. And of course, this text needs to fit. So we're going to make it slightly smaller. Keep going. There we go. We're going to center everything because it's the final one. And then we're going to delete the second button and add the final. Right? And if you want to, you can make sure that the text is exactly the same on this one, or just duplicate it and drag it down. Right? Just drag him down. So much better than Kajabi, right? Because you couldn't drag between sections. And now you can. Awesome. All right, and then we don't want anything else at the bottom, so we're just going to get rid of everything. Okay, and then there's a footer section. So in your footer, if you're going to be using Facebook ads, you have to have, or any type of paid marketing, you have to put in there a privacy statement, a link to your privacy. If you're just going to be sharing this organically, it's not important. But we're going to write copyright, company name, OmniSam, all rights reserved. And if you are going to put this to ads, let's duplicate this. So we've got over here another cell, and we're going to write privacy and then terms and conditions. And for us, we also need to have an earnings disclaimer. Now, if you are in the health industry, you might need like a medical disclaimer. Like when I used to do 5-2 fasting, I had to say this is my own opinion and please seek medical advice. The same as when we're building out sales and marketing automation, results vary depending on effort, right? We can help you build all the good stuff in the middle, but we also don't fill it. We don't fill the funnel for you. You've got to get out there in front of people. So that's part of ours. Now, as we can see here, these need to be wider. So I bet you in here, there's some padding. We're going to get rid of all the padding. What's this one here? Where is the padding in between? Oh, I know what it is. So when you're adding in rows, you can choose how many you want, but then in the elements, you can choose the spacing. And I don't like the spacing on these, so I'm just going to pull this one in like that. Oops, let's drag him down. Push him down in there. And now we're going to have better spacing. So if I just drag him up into there and then him up into there, I can just get rid of these ones down here that already had formatting in them. Saves me trying to figure it out. All right, cool. And then one other thing I would probably really like in here is a logo. So you could add your own little logo at the bottom as well. I'm going to pull in an image. So I want an image in here. Just going to drop it down in here, and then I'm going to upload my business logo. Now, if you don't have a logo, just use words, right? But our logo is in our branding assets, and I'm just going to choose our little tiny round one, and I don't want it that big. Just choose a nice small size there. And that being said, I would like 3 columns now. So let's go to rows, pull in 3. Right, I'm going to drag this one to there, logo to the left, that one in the middle, and then my terms and conditions I'm going to drag into that column there. And then I'll get rid of these ones like so. There we go. Awesome. So now we've got our footer. As I said, only if you need to link to privacy. So I'm going to just highlight privacy there. And all you need to do to link to privacy is when you're highlighting the word, can you see this little bar that comes up for editing? You click on the link and then you type in the link to your privacy policy, okay? And then the same with terms and conditions, and the same with if you've got an earnings or a medical disclaimer. All right, and in this one here, I want to move him over as well. And then I want that one to align to the right. Now, I know I've done a lot, but really I don't want you to overcomplicate this too much. I know that I've done a lot, but it's really not a lot, right? If you want this template, please reach out to us and I'm happy to share it with you so you don't have to do all of the edits yourself. You can just come in here and use the framework that we like to build our pages on, and then you can just come in and change the colors. All right, so now we've got this, right? That's a nice simple page. The next thing is the pop-up. So these buttons I want to be a pop-up. So if I click on the button and I scroll all the way down to the bottom in the design panel, you'll see button actions. Now we can do lots of things with our button, but this one, what we want it to do is to open a pop-up. So we just click on open pop-up, and we're going to go down to the bottom one as well and do the same thing. We're going to go open pop-up. So now when they click on those buttons, they are going to open the pop-up. Now, where does the pop-up live? Well, it's already attached to the page. Yay. No building a pop-up. If you come over the top to the little plus symbol on the left-hand side, click on that. And, oh no, the one next to the plus is the layers. Click on layers. And you'll see all of the elements on the page that we've just created. And then you'll also see the pop-up. So when we click on the pop-up, it shows us what the pop-up's going to look like when we upload, when they click on it. Now, what we want to do in the pop-up is we're going to put a little image of the freebie. So we're going to insert here. We're going to insert the image of the freebie. So I'm just going to click on there. And then I'm going to go to the image. I'm going to go and find my little book, pop that in there. And then we're going to keep it super simple. We're going to say here, download your 25 things you should automate, and then pop your details below to get a copy. And then that's it, just like that. And then under here, we need to put a form, okay? So let's save this, and we're going to now go and create a form. So click save and save. And don't worry about SEO. You can just close that down for now. SEO is a whole nother lesson. We're not going to talk about that today. Okay, so now we've saved that. We know that if we leave this page, we're not going to lose anything. And now let's go into the pop-up again, because I always like to save my main page before I go to the pop-up. And I'm going to go to elements. Whoopsie, where is... All right, now this is something I need to figure out how to make sure that the pop-up stays and doesn't go away when I want to add an element. Nope. All right, we're going to figure this out. I have not had to add a new element to a pop-up yet. Yes, all right, just click a plus button on one of the elements and it will open the element window when you're in a pop-up. And now we're going to choose form. This is where we're going to collect their name and email address. Now, of course, you may already have a form, but that's not what we're using. We haven't built a form yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to edit forms. So in the left-hand panel, you'll click edit forms and it will automatically open another window which takes you directly into the form builder. So it's now loading the form. And just because I'm an agency, it's gone somewhere else. So just bear with me for a second. Mine's slightly different than yours. So forms live under sites, and along the top menu, you will see forms. So let's go to form builder. Now on form builder, if you follow our customer life cycle, you know that a lead generation form is in stage 1, because stage 1 is for lead generation. So I'm going to go into stage 1 and I'm going to build my form in here. So add a form, start from scratch. Now, because I'm already embedding it on a pop-up, I don't need any fancy design, all right? All I want to collect from them is their name and email. And on this one, I'm not even going to try to collect a phone number. If you want to, you totally can, but I recommend that you turn it off and it is not a required field. Also, you need, depending on where you are, you will need a button for people to click to opt in. So especially if you're in the EU for GDPR, they have to physically click a button to opt in to acknowledge that they're joining your list. And I always like to put on that, I agree to receiving marketing material from time to time. So over here, I consent to receive email and SMS notifications and alerts, marketing alerts from, insert your company name, OmniSam. Message frequency may vary. Now, where it says messaging rates may apply, I delete that because it only applies to them if they send back from their carrier or they call you from their carrier, we don't charge them. And most people are pretty smart. They know either they've got free SMSs or they pay for it. If you want to, they can text help too to get assistance. Now, we have a business line. I'm going to pop that in there. You don't have to put your phone number in, but we do have a business line, and we don't mind putting our business line out there because that's the purpose of our business line. So I'm just going to pop that in there. And then it just says you can stop to reply stop to unsubscribe at any time. So that's now a little checkbox. When you build from scratch, this little thing will always be at the bottom. All right, now this bit here, first name and last name, I think that's too many fields. So what I actually do is if you come to the little plus up in the top left-hand panel, click on that, and I'll drag in full name. The system will automatically divide their name into first and last. If they just give you one, they just give you one. Right? Now, I do make the name and the email required. And on this one, I'm just going to leave it as phone unrequired. And now our button action, we don't need to set its action. We do that in the pop-up. But what we're going to do here is set its color. So I'm going to set the button color. Let's find the button background color to our green. So copy our green hex code, pop it in there, slightly, just a little duller. And then on the button, what text are we going to write? So we're going to write, send me the ebook. Right, that'll do. Now click that little button, and I'm just going to save that form now and go back to the design page. So now in this form section, the form will be here, but if it's not showing, all you have to do is make sure that you've saved the page and refresh. It just means that, this page hasn't been reloaded, so I can't see the new form. So I'm just going to refresh this page for now. All right, I'm checking my time. Now, I've been teaching while building this, and I've hopefully been doing it slow enough that you can follow along and be pausing and doing your own. But we started at 25, so I've still got 15 minutes left. Well, it might be a little longer than an hour, only because of the teaching part. All right, so now in our pop-up, let's go back to our pop-up. We're going to click Add Form, and now our form should be in there. Oops, I didn't name my form. It's just called Form 28. We're going to call this 25 things. So name of thing, and then what is the action that this form is? It's an opt-in. So if anybody used to use the activity tags, and we always put activity, name of thing, and then action taken, we don't have to use the word activity anymore because OmniSam, we don't use a lot of tags, or hardly any. So just the name of the thing and its purpose. It's an opt-in form. Okay, we're going to save that. It'll make it easier to find. Just going to refresh this page again so that it comes up. And hopefully it's in alphabetical order and it'll be at the top. How are we going in the VIP room? We good? You enjoying? You learning? Yeah? All right. All right, back to pop-up. Here we go. Pop-up. Add form. And now we click edit. Oops, not edit, Sally. Jeez. Select form. There it is. 25 things. Bang. There she is in the form. This bit down the bottom, right, we don't have a calendar. We're not going to put a calendar in. That's it. That's the form. All right. So I'm looking at this. I'm thinking, you know what? That will probably be nicer at the top. And let's get rid of this column. There we go. Nice and simple form. And we're good to go. Awesome. So now that this has been done and our pop-ups are ready to go, we're going to click save. Forget the SEO. We're not talking about that today. And then also on your pop-up, on your form, on the bottom button, you also need to choose the action. So after they've submitted the form, where do they go? The cool thing here is you don't need to, if you're building it in a funnel, you just say go to next step, which is the thank you page. So we're going to click go to next step when they submit that form and click publish. Okay, if you have a domain, you will set your domain. You can skip this without a domain, but we're going to go to the OmniSam domain, of course, and save. So this is now ready to go to send people into, but now we just need to make the thank you page. Actually, before you make the thank you page, let me do this properly. We also need to double check that it looks okay on a mobile, okay? And sometimes you just need to slightly tweak the words. So let's put the mobile view on. And as you can see, this template has moved the image to the top, and it's the original image that we started with. Now, the reason for that is, well, we want the image at the top on a mobile, but on a desktop, we want it on the left-hand side. So all you do is when you go to mobile view, this template has already made the changes for you. So I'm going to come in here and I am just going to add our image in, but I don't want it that big. So I'm just going to make it smaller. Look at all these words. Am I happy with their positioning? Now this I think is too close to the edge. So I'm going to put some margin in there. So let's add like a 20 margin on that side and a 20 margin on that side. Now that looks a bit better. I reckon the text we could almost get, because this is what's called an orphan in typography design skills. So we actually want that to not be sitting on its own line. So we're just going to make it slightly smaller on the mobile. There we go. So I've got everything on the same line. I'm happy with that. If you don't like the size of the text, you know what? Actually, I might just bring it down slightly on a mobile. And also a way for you to know if you're designing in mobile is see these little images here? You can swap between in each of these as well. So always make sure when you're checking the mobile version that this little mobile one and you don't accidentally click. Here again, I'm not really happy with the spacing on a mobile. So mobile line height, I'm just going to move that up a little and spread it out. Let's just make it 1.5 like that and do the same to this one. 1.5. Now, if you want this template, all you have to do is reach out and we'll give it to you. Okay, so you don't have to mess with all of this. You just can come in and put your words in. And then at the bottom of the page, everything looks pretty decent to me. I'm happy with that. Okay, so now I'm happy with both the desktop and the mobile version. I'm going to click save, publish, so that it's active and live. Now, here's the difference between save and publish. Saving saves your work and it will save what you see when you jump into the page. When you don't hit publish, all of the changes that you have made will not yet be shown to the public. So if you get halfway through designing or redesigning a landing page because you saw some gaps, then you don't want to push it out if you've got to go to lunch and you don't finish the page, but you don't want to walk away and have it only be not be saved, right? Because you might lose it. Once you hit publish, that means it's going out to the public. Awesome. All right. So that was our first page done. I'm just going to back out of here and head back into funnels. Now, here we had the first page that we designed. Now, the second page here for us is going to be the thank you page. So let's see what comes with this design. All right. So I'm going to move the thank you page there, and then I'm going to change the name of this one, which says get started, and I'm going to call this the calendar page. Now, whether remember, we're either selling something or we're giving time away, right? In this case, we're giving time away. And the URL is like your domain /URL. So for this one, I'm going to put automation dash or actually calendar should come first. Calendar dash, and it's an automation call. Okay. And on this one, I'm just going to call it calendar. And then on the thank you page, we've got to update this step. Let's finish all of the domain setup stuff here. So let's go, once that one's updated, we're going to go to the thank you page and then go to publishing. And over here, it's called the thank you page. And you could just leave it with the domain that it's given you, because the only way for people to get to the thank you page is by opting in. So they don't need to know what the URL is. Then on the home page, right, what I want you to do is name it the thing you're giving away. So the step name here is named 25 things you should automate in your business. So what is the thing? By, and I'm just going to put by OmniSam. Now, if you're on a live stream and you want to share this ebook verbally, you want the / to be something easy to say. So it's on our OmniSam website, and I'm going to say go to omnisam.com.au / 25 things. Okay, so that it's nice and simple there. So now we've got all of the publishing side done on each of these. Now I want to go to the thank you page. So on the thank you page, you're going to give up one or two things. You're going to either give up time or money. And in our case, we are going to give up time. So this is how I like to structure this page, and we're going to do it today with no video. Okay, you can put a video on the thank you page. It will convert better if there is a video, and I will give you a prompt of what to say on your video. But today I'm just going to make it without that. So what I'm going to do up here is I'm going to pop our little logo on now. At the top, I'm going to stick with this design, and let's go and change the image in our brand assets. And let's just choose our little white OmniSam logo, and let's just make it nice and small like that. And then under this, I'm going to put, and I'm going to tell them that it will arrive in their inbox in the next 5 minutes. And then while you wait, read below, right? Or while you wait, watch this short but important video. So depending on what it is, right, that you're doing, I'm going to put that there. Your free download will arrive in your inbox in the next 5 minutes, right? And then under that, while you wait, you will either say, read this page or watch this short but important video. Read this page for some important information. All right. And now what we're going to do is we're going to offer them a call. Okay. So let's do information. and get rid of that. All right, now here we're going to change this to get your free automation audit. So what are you giving away? What is that next logical step for your people? And then under here, you will list benefits of what they get in the session. Another thing you can do on this page as well is send them to a Facebook group. But to be honest, I would do that in an email and use this for a sale or a call booking. So get your free information, audit information. And this is normally what I would say on the video. So I'll just come back to you, and then what I'm about to share with you and what I would normally say on a video is the context that you will take and put this in written form if you don't want to make a video. So I always begin like this. Wow, congratulations for downloading 25 things to help you automate your business. So for you, wow, congratulations for downloading, requesting your insert name of thing. It will arrive in your inbox in about the next 5 minutes. But while you wait, I just want to share a little something with you. Now, this is where we now talk about the gap between the free thing and the audit. So first, we lead with a hook. So if you've really been struggling to automate your business because you're not sure how to piece all the technical sides together, then I have a little special offer for you. So here, can you see I've told them what their problem probably is, and I've told them that there's a little special offer for them. Then after that section, and you can script this out, and maybe Joyce and our team can make a little downloadable script that will go with this video later for you. Actually, I've got one. We can send that to you if you want it. But yeah, thank you so much. And now what we're doing is we are introducing them to the audit. So we say, so what I would love to give to you, because you're an action taker and you have requested to download this thing, insert your thing, I'm going to give you a 30-minute session where I'm going to, insert the thing you're going to do, I'm going to dig into your current technology stack and see if there's any gaps or improvements we can make to automate more processes to help you save more time, right? So then we tell them what it's valued at. So normally this session is valued at $250, but we are on this page, and only on this page, if you book the call today, it is free. Now, spaces are limited, and if you do choose to have a look at our calendar and there is no bookings available, I'm really sorry. This month's this month's free allocations have already been taken. And if that's the case, please shoot us an email and we'll put you on the wait list. Now, you should have vacancies. Always check that there are vacancies in your calendar, right? Jump in all the time. And if there's not, right, just turn on the button to put them on the wait list. But I'm going to assume that you all have vacancies on your calendar, right? But if you don't, make sure if you've got a fully jam-packed week or you're going away, that you put them on a wait list to follow up later, okay? It's just simply turning on and off a section, right? Okay, so now what we're going to do is I want you to take that information and either write it out or make your own video. But a video is so much better, right? Yeah? Okay, so let's head on back over now to the design area. So that's what you're going to do. We're going to do, and I'm not going to build it right now because I'm running out of time, but I'm going to just delete all of these sections that are in here. And in here, we're going to come in and we're going to add a button under there. So either this image here would be a video or an image, but I'm going to add a button under that. Button. There. Did that drag in? I don't think it did. Grab a button. Hello, buttons. There we go. Drag a button in. Pop it under there. I actually want it to be on a row by itself. Okay, so here we're going to put book a call. So on this button, we're going to name it. Let's find where's the section to name it. It says click here to sign. Click here to sign up. Click here icon. Okay, click here to sign up. We're going to click here. Click here to book your free automation audit. Okay. That's done there. That's done there. So trigger tags. Christy, are you there? We want to trigger so we don't have to we want to trigger this so that it pulls the information to the next page to let us know they clicked the button. Do we know how to do that one yet? I've got to look into that. Because normally what I would... Pardon?
It's on a page.
It's on a page.
Not an email. So you would have to have UTM parameters going through from the form to this page. Keep, I would just use an empty form with hidden fields that would pass the information from this one to the next one. But I don't know if we can do hidden fields.
We can do hidden fields because I did one the other day. That automatically passes their name, phone number, and email. The other thing we could also do is what we would normally do is do a squeeze. I'll pop up. Hang on. Let me bring Christy on screen. Let me find her.
But if the people have already opted in for something, the follow-up email would just be based on them not booking the audit anyway. So it's effectively a squeeze. You're just not collecting the phone number until they book.
Right. Okay. So where's Christy? Here she is. There she is. Hey, everyone. There's Christy. All right. So tell me what you reckon we should do here then, Christy, because we're going to give this to all our clients as well once we finish it. So you talk me through what you think I should do because I'm sharing
I
screen.
would say that would just go through to the booking page.
Just go straight to the booking page. All right. So here we'll just action. We're going to go to, and down the bottom you can't see it, but it's step, right? We're going to go to the next step, and then we choose what step of the calendar we want it to, the funnel we want it to go to, and we just want it to go to calendar. All right. So we'll put one button here with the correct spelling. Let's see if it fixes it. No, it doesn't. Automation. So we're going to put one button. We're going to click there, and we're also going to make its weight a little heavier. And we're also going to make sure it's a headline font and advanced. We want, where is the thing? Advanced, next step. I want full width. It's got to be here somewhere. Sally's got to read the words. Full width, advanced. Here we go, advanced. Full width, no, that's what we want. Full width there. And then we can put in a margin just to not make it so full, but we really want it to pop and stand out. There we go. What did I choose? 80 and 80? No, 80 and 60. There we go. All right. So now we've got the button under here, get your free automation audit. And then what you would do under here is put in some testimonials or three reasons why they should book the appointment. So what's the benefit of them booking the appointment? So I'm going to leave that here, and we're going to populate that later with a couple of benefit statements to book the appointment. And then again, just like our thank you page, what we want to do is we want the last thing they see on the page is book a call. So we're going to grab this little button up here. You know what, Joyce? I really liked the animations. We have one here. Animations. Glow. I like the little glow animation. All right, and we're going to duplicate that one, and we're going to drag him down. So the different ways you can do it as well. You can drag down, or this little arrow will push it down, and you'll just go through each section like so. I'm just going to drag and just keep dragging. This is very ClickFunnels. All right, we're going to delete that button, and then here we're going to write book my free audit with OmniSam, and we're going to make that centered, and we're going to make book your free, no obligation automation strategy session. Okay, and click here to book. Awesome. All right, so like I said, we're going to fill in the words in the middle there later, but this page is pretty decent. And I would like this to be bigger. Not that big. And that a little smaller. There we go. And then also I'd like some padding, so it's not so close. It lines up because it was 60 on that one. There we go. All right. Now, what do we do as well? Make sure before you leave this page, you save it. And you also make sure that you save, go to mobile view and make sure you're happy with the layout in mobile view. Like, I don't really like what the button's doing there. So we're going to on mobile view. Fix that. And then we're going to fix that later. And then this one's fine. So we're going to save. All right, so that one's good to go. Now what we do is we've done the thank you page. We're going to now go to the calendar page. And this one's real simple because all we need to do on this one is add the calendar. So once we pop into this one, we're going to put our logo up there into our brand assets. Use the long white one. Make that a little smaller. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need any of this, any of this, any of this. And then all we need to do is add an element, which is the calendar. Pull in the calendar. Choose your calendar. So this one, we're going to send to, so let's just stick it on me for now. All right. And then we're going to get rid of that cell. We're going to get rid of that cell. That's it. It's our calendar booking. We're going to get rid of all this. Just leave the footer. I mean, you don't even need to have the footer. This guy here's buffer. We don't want it. Don't need any of that. This one. That'll do. All right, so now straight into calendar and they can book an appointment. Done. Save. And publish. All right, so now we've built the 3 pages. Awesome. All right, so now what? We've done a funnel. We've created a form. Now we need to create the automation. So what is going to happen now after they opt in? So let's head on over here to automations. Click on automation. As you can see, we've got a lot of automations in here, but we're going to create a brand new flow so that we can share this with you guys later. But we're going to base our flow off a recipe. So we have lots of recipes available in here for you, so you do not have to start from scratch. I'm going to start from scratch, but using a recipe, and then we're going to even improve on that even further for you. So we're going to go to recipes, and the one that I want is the email drip sequence. So choose email drip, and what this does is it adds a contact to the flow to drip a series of emails over time, which remember is our give, 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 ask, ask, right? That is what we want to achieve. But there's a little bit of a no dead ends thing happening inside of this automation. So what it does is it emails the first one, the first email, and if the email is not opened, we resend exactly the same email again, but with a different subject line. Because sometimes just by changing this subject line, it makes them open the email. So if they open, then they'll just get day 2. If they don't, 24 hours later, they will get the first email. And so on and so forth. So if on day 2 they don't open, then 24 hours later they will get another email with a different subject line, same contents. And if they do open, then they'll get day 3. Does that make sense? Can I just check visually in the room? Does that make sense? Yep. Okay, cool. So we're going to select this recipe and you guys can just build this yourself. So as we can see, as this builds out, I'm going to name this as well. We're going to start from the top. So allow re-entry is on by default. This is fabulous because what re-entry does is if they opt in again because they forgot to save the book or can't find the email, we've all done it, right? You want to be able to get back into the flow to get the email. If you don't allow re-entry, then they won't go back into this sequence. There are certain things where you won't want re-entry. For example, if they're in an abandoned cart series, you don't want to put them back in and they get 2 lots of that, right? So we go, got it, okay. What is the trigger? Well, can we remember what the trigger was? They filled in a form, right, to get in. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for a form and it's form submitted. And it's form submitted. I always like to name what it is on the form. So form submitted, 25 things. So the thing that it is, and then and it's 25 things and it's an opt-in. I'm very funny about my naming conventions. I like them to be very consistent across the board. All right. So now what is the action? So form is, and the form we're looking for is the 25 things form. So when that form is submitted, that is what is going to trigger this. So up the top, we're going to name this as well so we know what it is. So this workflow is lead gen, which is stage 1, and it's 25 things opt in. Okay, so what's going on with my spelling? What do I mean? What's going on? It's always bad. All right. Now, the cool thing about this is all the automation is already built. Okay, you don't need to worry about the automation and pulling people in and if they click and if they don't click and open. Not your worry. Recipe's already built there. But the first email you want to do in here is email 1, right? It is the freebie. Remember, it's delivering the freebie. Now, location name is the name you have on your account. So for us, when you're looking in OmniSam, I'll show you where location name lives. So up here, when you're in your account, location name automatically will default to whatever that big word is up there. Okay? So if it's your personal name, then that's what location name is. So if this was Sally Sparks Cousins up there, that's what location name will pre-populate as. Or you can set your own, right? We could put OmniSam free ebook if you wanted to. Okay? But I'm going to leave it at that. The location email is exactly what you want, right? So I recommend that you use your location email. So for us, it's hello@omnisam.com.au. But if you want it to come from a specific person on your team, say, Christy @ or Jackie @ you can put that in there as well. Okay, so it's totally up to you. This is where people are like, can I send from different emails? well, it'll look like it comes from there even though it's coming from OmniSam. Now, the subject line here is, here is your insert the thing, right? So here is your free ebook, 25 things you should automate in your business. Hey, Christy, do we have the Ask follow-up email series in a template that we can just copy and paste the words out of? Do you know if it lives anywhere within easy reach? So. Not within easy reach. Okay. Honestly, you know, I like to wing things. I wanted to build this, so here I am. We do have a template for the 5 email series. So the ask, follow, you know, I'm going to copy and paste this into this workflow. So for anybody who wants this, when we do share it with you, it will have the correct copywriting in there. So I'm just going to leave it blank for now, but I will build templates out for it so it looks a little pretty and it's got a button to download the freebie. But inside the email, the main thing you want to do in here is actually get them to download the freebie, right? So what you could do is you can add a link. I'm just thinking what I want to put in there. We could do a direct download, right, Christy, to... Oh, no, we can add attachment. Look at that. Even better. We can add an attachment. So I'm just going to attach the book. Done. Look at that. Attach the book. So in here, you're going to write, you know, hi, and this is how we customize. So the little hi there. If you click on custom values, go to the contact and put first name, and it will populate that. Thank you. My husband's here with my coffee. And then you're going to write your copywriting here, you know. So please find attached your 25 things you should automate in your business. And then I always like to end it with a little bit of call to action. I'd love to hear what you think. Just hit reply and I answer all my emails, something along those lines. But of course, we're going to copy and paste a template in here for you, but I'm just giving you a bit of an example here. So once that's done, if you want to check it, I recommend we save as we go. Okay, and we're going to send a copy of this to me. So I'm going to go Sally at teamsparkle.com.au. It's not going to look pretty. I'm going to hit send. And then over in my emails, it should come in. And I just want to see what the attachment looks like. That's why I'm sending it to myself, because I haven't sent an attachment through the system yet. Oh, here it is. And look at that. Download button shows up. Oh, wrong one. That's the email that I'm supposed to write. I tested it this morning. So no, that's not it. Did it come into this one? Was this the one I sent, Christy? Star draft. No. Social. Promotions.
Was there a 5-minute delay? Or
No, I just sent it straight from the email. Like the test email, not the delay yet. Oh, did I hit the button?
I don't know.
Let me say, Team Sparkle. Yep, I've spelt it right. Oh, my phone just made a noise. I think it's in. There it is. See, OmniSam, here is your free ebook. Click, and it's just an actual real life attachment. That's cool. Right? No button, no anything. It's just whatever you want. Awesome. So simple. Now, just like Christy mentioned, we do need to add a delay in this recipe. So in this recipe, we're going to add in a delay, wait, and we're just going to wait 5 minutes, okay, so that they have a chance to stay in the funnel. And here's another thing that I get very pedantic about. Always name your steps. If you do not name your steps, a little birdie dies. And we love our birdies. Wait 5 minutes, right? So I know that it's a 5-minute delay and I don't have to open it when I'm looking at the workflow to know that it's a 5-minute delay. All right, save. So now we can see it's a 5-minute delay. We've got email 1, wait for a day. Was email opened? If yes, wait a day and then send email 2, which is your value email. And if no, resend the same email, so just copy and paste with a different subject line, okay? And we do that all the way through the 5 days. And when we get to the last 2 emails, we are now prompting them to book a call or buy. And guess where we send them? To the calendar page. You don't have to rebuild a page. You just send them straight to the calendar page and they can book a call. So inside your email, let's say you've got, book your free automation audit. We would highlight that and we would copy, add a link, and now our URL would be that omniSam.com.au/calendar-automation call. I think that's what I named it off the top of my head. And then in here, you can choose whether it opens in the same window, that's what self means, or opens in a new window, so a new tab. I like to open in a new tab and click save. So there we go. That's what this email will look like. So now we can test it, right? Everything's not correct here, but I just want to send a test just to make sure the link is working. So sally@teamsparkle.com.au, and I'm going to send test. I'm going to listen for my phone to ding because it's usually my phone that dings first. And then, yep, there it goes. Should be in my inbox. So in my inbox, here it goes. Subject goes here. Let's click the button. Let's see if I remembered the URL. Nah, didn't remember it. And I didn't write the full word calendar. That'd be right. So let's try that again. And this is why you should always test all your pages. And again, send. Let's see. And if it's wrong, I'm actually going to go to the page and copy the link. We've got another one in yet. There it is. Second one, 48. I think this is the second one. No, I have to go to the page and copy it. All right, so let's go to the page. So we go to sites. It's probably doing this for me, for you, to make sure that it happens. All right, so where is our funnel here? We actually need to rename this. We go to calendar. Ran the wrong way there. So we copy this. It's the page we want to send them to. We go back to the email. We paste in there. Now save. And now send another test. And wait for my phone to ding. Yep. Let's check now. Bang. Yay. Awesome. So it's sending them straight to the calendar for them to book a call. Look at that. So we've nurtured them for 5 days by the end. Now, I'm not going to go in now and write all the emails because that's something that we'll be able to give you as a template. And then you will just go in and add your own sparkle. So let's recap. We have done lots, haven't we? So much. And it did take me more than 60 minutes with the teaching component. However, this is what I recommend you do. Watch this again and pause and do. And this is how I consume like technical or a lot of educational content, is I binge it first So I watch it, kind of get my head around it. You don't need to remember everything. All you need to do is look at each of the actions. I try to take them nice and slow and pause and do, and pause and do. And I promise you, you will get to the end and have everything ready to go. Or if you want to make it even easier, and all you need to do is to tweak the text on all the landing pages and tweak the emails, just send me a message and I'll push all of this into your account. And all you have to do is tweak the text and a few colors and images. So much easier for you. All right, so we're going to finish populating this out into a real life template that we can push into your accounts. And we will do a little working bee for everybody who is using OmniSam. Once we finish this template, we'll do a little working bee inside of the VOS. We'll set up a day and a time to show you how to do this again, but straight from a template. So not building from scratch. Okay, so that little workshop will come up once we finish the template. And the other reason why we're going to do that is because it'll be your first funnel build inside of OmniSam that we're going to be able to share with everybody who buys OmniSam. This template will be in there for everyone to be able to use moving forward once we put the finishing touches on it. Let's bring up, who else have we got? Jackie's off to meetings today, but also my other founder is in the room, Christy. Hey, Christy. Anything you want to add? Hang on, I've got to make sure. There she is. Anything you want to add from today, my love?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think you missed anything. There's a lot of steps and stuff in there for people to follow on with you today. But I think we can definitely do it in a little workshop and have everyone working side by side and spending some time building some fun lead magnet funnels.
Yeah. All right. So let's hook up a calendar time to build a lead magnet. We'll get this template finished for you within sort of this week, and then she'll be ready to go. We'll do a whole other, for those who attended live today, well done. Let me know if you're still here in the room with me. See, the most important thing for us is that you take action, right, Christy? We can build it and do it, but if you don't take action, nothing's going to change. Yes. Yeah, Sarah's still here. Who else is in the room? I'm looking how many eyeballs we've got. We've got quite a lot of eyeballs out on the live stream, but they're generally quiet. Maria's like showing me her eyeballs. And Joanne's still here. But, you know, as VIPs, guys, you know that you're only going to have to tweak the text, right? Put your own sparkle. This will be available and pushed into your account. Trisha's still here as well. Yay. All right. So come in, and I'd love to hear from those of you who are here what your key takeaway was from today. I'm just going to fix this scene here. Oh, look, and I'm going to put Christy. There's too many Sallys. Way too many Sallys. We'll put Christy in there, and we'll put in on here live speaker. Live. Where's the live speaker button? Here we go. All right, who wants to share first their key takeaway from today? I know there's a lot of you in the room. Who's going to be game enough to talk to us? Yes, Maria, turn it on.
It was a very comprehensive lesson. I have been chatting with Joanne. Well done, Joanne, for being here. It is challenging for newbies. You explained it very well. It is mind-blowing. I think it looks easy the way, because you navigate these pages before. And yeah, well done for showing the templates on live so that people can kind of understand the choices that they have with different templates. And yeah, I think it will need repeats. It will need the repeat. And like what you're saying, please pause and do, because you know, it is impossible. Only people with the technology knowledge that you guys have, you and Christy and many others here, will be able to navigate. But thank you. I appreciate the time and effort that you have placed for today.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, look, as you all know, we're in beta right now. So all of these things that we're doing, we might as well build it live. And then we go back and we neaten everything up, and then it becomes a lesson. But also, you guys get to physically see us developing all our templates and all of the things we put together, and then also see how easy it is to implement once we've got all the templates to give you. Right. Also, we've got some chats out there on the live stream. What you should do, is it Maria? I hope I've said that right. Maria, please just go to omnisam.com.au, okay? Register to watch the little evergreen demo, and when you watch that, you will get notifications on how to book a call with us to have a little chat about the program. So just go to omnisam.com.au, register to watch the demo. When you see the demo, then you'll actually see the opportunity to book a call. Excellent. Yes, she says. Fabulous. Awesome. All right, Sarah, come on up. What's a key takeaway of learning for you?
Well, I love the ease of use in the builder. Love the drag and drop. I love that it's very easy to get into the different sections and change the padding, change the colors, those kinds of things. So that's going to be a big time saver.
Yeah, it is. And little things that I'm like, oh, that's so good, like dragging elements between sections. I mean, Kajabi used to do my head in. I'd have to rebuild a whole section because I just wanted one element moved. Or the fact that you can change the column width with the drag of a button, no more 1 to 12 blocks wide. It's like, what do you like, right? How simple. Like all of these, every time I build in it, I'm finding more and more things. I'm like, oh, that makes my life so much easier than when we were building in Keep and Kajabi. Joanne. Now, Joanne's not techie, but can you see its power and you know we're doing all the building for you?
My clock says 2 hours and 12 minutes, and I have been brain dead probably for the last 2 hours and 5 minutes. But I'm here, and I'm excited that you're excited.
Well, this is what you pay us.
Yeah, well, my big aha is that this system is actually going to be cheaper than Kajabi.
Yeah.
Which is like fantastic.
Just this. So what we used to build for you in our dedicated tech stack was Keep and Kajabi together, right? And you could use Kajabi, but the automation power you did not get inside of that. That's why we always use Keep, because you really need a dedicated CRM. And today all we really looked at was forms, landing pages, and a little bit of automation. There's so many more things. But it worked $133 at the moment because we're in beta. 88 US dollars, I think that equates to a month. And it's Keep, Kajabi, Calendly, DocuSign, Acuity, your scheduling software,
Napier?
Text messaging, so many things.
Napier, we don't need that to talk to each other anymore.
No more Zapier at all. No zipping and zapping. I yet have found something that I need it for. I'm sure I'll come across it the more and more I build. But a lot of them, we're putting requests in with the developers to develop natively in the software, because that was a huge part of us building for you guys, is not understanding how all the pieces talk together. Well, now you really don't need to know how they all talk together, because it just happens. Let me just show something to you in regards to the whole Zapier thing and what it's saving us from. So I'm going to take you just here into one of our main automations here. So this is our main lead inbound automation for people that are interested. And, Maria out there, who is about to opt in, is about to go into this workflow. So these are all the different options for people to come into the top end of our funnel. So they submit for a lead magnet, which we'll probably end up putting 25 things in here, but you don't need all of this just yet. If they fill in a form on our website, if they opt in to see a demo, so that's the one that Maria will pop in through. If they, oh no, it's this one. The opt-in for that one's a demo live. This is an evergreen demo. This is for our partners. So our partners share. This one here is a calendar request. This one is a lead form submitted on Facebook. And this one is from TikTok. Now, all of those lead entry points all go into exactly the same funnel. Now, we used to have to set up zaps and triggers for different pieces of software. All we do is stick it in there and the software does it for you. Pretty amazing, right? Yeah.
I am very excited for you and for all of you techie people. I really am. This looks fabulous.
Well, this is...
I don't have a clue.
This is why we love you, Joanne. You trust the process, right? You've been with us for a while now, and you just trust that what we're building is what it is.
Yep.
All right, anyone else in the room want to come in and share anything before we head on out? We do have more Q&A time, and I swear I've got a meeting or something on today, but they should come into this room. All right, excellent. All right, well, let's move you to Miss Christy. There she is. All right, Christy, do we have any final things to say before we finish up today? And sorry, Maria's just asking, are we the founders? Yes, Christy and I are both female software company founders, and our beautiful Jackie is, oh, she's in the room. Jackie is in the room. Jackie, let's introduce you to Jackie. Here, hang on, I'm going to swap this one from there to Ms. Our other founder, the amazing, oh, no, that's Joyce. That starts with a J, but it's not Jackie. Where is my Jackie? There she is. Here we go, Maria and everybody else. These are your three software founders of OmniSam. I'm Sally. I'm the visionary. Hello. And ladies, you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, wherever my hand is gone. I'm Christy, the integrator.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jackie. I'm the connector.
So yeah, we are so excited about OmniSam, Australian owned and founded by three powerful women, right? We're powerful women. Jackie keeps our head straight, and Christy keeps us on track, and I just throw lots of work at everybody, and then they go, too much. Pretty much. After our team meeting, everyone's like, slow down, Sally, slow down. Yes, we love it. We're so proud that we're Aussie owned and a software company. And I don't think you'll find many software companies out there owned and ran by females, let alone proudly Aussie. We do charge everything in Australian dollars too. So our beautiful people in America, you get to pay in AUD, which means 133 becomes $88. So it's pretty decent. And we're on a mission to spread OmniSam all across to small business owners and create an amazing community where we're all helping and buying from each other and supporting each other's businesses, because it's best to support small businesses. And really, you know, we've got a lot of our community members out there sharing the software now and getting 40% commission on sharing, because we truly do believe in good karma. You know, sure, we're making money, but also you can make money by sharing OmniSam. And also, you know, we really love female founders. You know, we're really passionate about that. That doesn't mean we don't work with men. It's just between us, we do like the female founders. But all our men, I have to say, are heart-centered. Every man inside of our community is a heart-centered male, right, Jackie? Like, Jackie's our connector. She's the one out there going to meetings and talking to lots and lots of people. Oh, thank you so much. We are looking forward to connecting with you too, Maria. You will connect with Jackie first because she's our connector. She will definitely have a chat with you soon. All right, guys, we got to go. I'm so over time. Crazily over time, but I hope you've all had fun. Never let anyone dull your sparkle, guys. I need to get you three ladies on the end screen, but I'll do it just by myself for now. All right, you will end up on the end screen by next strategy session.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.